Love and light. Hello, hello. I would like to say hello to YouTube and Twitch now. We're all on stream together. Got Twitter. No, I've got TikTok going and Twitch and YouTube. We're all here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome. All right, so I do have my antique dominoes and I have my dice. I have my cards. I have my Tibetan worry dolls. And I do have my delicious that you can't see, but you can. Hold on, I'm pausing this just for a second because I need to do a little bit of a conversation on my other ones that I cannot do here. But hold on just a second. How do I do this? No, here. Hello, thanks for the follow. Kimberly, would you like a domino today? I'll pull one for you if you want. Do you have a question in mind? They're just vintage wooden Japanese dominoes that I use to do divinations. Thanks for sharing. Love and light, my friend. Let's see what's in your future. I'm just going to focus on your energy for a second. And if you don't want it, then it's all good. It's not going to harm you or hurt you. But for you, I drew a 5-2. A 5-2. This is actually a very cool one. Is there somebody you know in the family that's going to be pregnant? There's birth in the family coming. Pregnancy or birth. Maybe the birth of a new idea, a new project as well. But this is prosperity and abundance in recreation. So this has to do with the birth. Thanks. I love them. They have, you can even see on the back on some of them at the very bottom, it says Japan. I'm not really good at showing the details sometimes. But right down here, it says Japan. These are old Japanese dominoes that were put away in a grandmother friend of mine's home for a very long time. I love them. I like weird, unusual ways of doing divination. A 2-1. A 2-1. Be careful. This is about loss of personal property in the near future. So, just watch around you. Make sure the people around you are taking care of you and your things as well as you are. And you know what? Things come and things go. It's like the sand on the seashore. Like here in the Treasure Coast area, we had a huge hurricane just recently. Nicole came along, and onshore it wasn't really that bad, but like inland it wasn't really that bad, but all along the shoreline the power of the storm eroded all the sand away, so there was a big loss. But what's going to happen is over time the ocean will redeposit that same sand on the shoreline. So things ebb and flow in the physical universe. You're never really losing. Even when we lose physical things, we're not really losing. We're opening ourselves up for more gain in the future. And we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. So it's important to remember that and practice that in your daily life. Hello, I got chats going on over here. Who's here today? Random Weirdness, Tom MacDonald, Sheeple Action. Yes, you know what? Love and light. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello. Got somebody over on Twitch watching. Hello, Twitch. Good to see you. I'm doing readings. I'm also on TikTok, so I will be kind of talking back and forth. I've got a bunch of things going on. But if you would like, if you have a question, just drop it in the chat, and I'd be happy to pull a domino for you, roll the dice, pull an oracle card. Let's see. Hi, Lindsay, Renee. Welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for the likes and the follow. Love and light. Let's see. Let's pick a fairy oracle card for you. Yes, ask. Yes, thank you. I love your energy too. Yes, ask anything. You're allowed to ask me any question at all. I reserve the right to answer, but yes, please answer. Miss Kimberly, I got you a card here. I'm gonna cut it. Body movement. You got body movement. The fairies are trying to tell you that you need to get more emotion, more flow of energy into your body itself. This isn't necessarily about exercise. It's not necessarily that does Luke want to marry me? You know what, sweetheart, Kimberly? Nobody knows what the hell they want at the moment. Everybody, take a deep breath. None of your people are going to know what the hell they want right now. Everyone's energy is kind of shook. Communication is off. It's all crazy. So don't panic. Don't fear. What's happening right now in the universe, I promise you, is right now in the universe, things are shifting and you're moving into a place of power, okay? You're moving into a place of power where it's not going to matter about if Luke wants you or if JD misses you or who misses you. You're both moving into a place right now where what you want is what's going to happen. So be careful of what you want. I'm serious. Like, that's legit the scary part right now, is making sure that you're aware of the superpowers you possess. Because what's happened is good people are coming into power because the whole entire energy in the whole universe is shifting. It's already shifted. It's already started to change. Now we're going through a little bit of a cleansing period right now. Like, it looks crazy and chaotic out there, and it looks like all of a sudden the people you thought you trusted, you're realizing you could never trust them. That's what's happening. It's okay. Every toxic individual you get out of your life opens up space for so many more good people, love and light to come into your life. Don't be afraid of getting rid of toxic people, getting rid of people who say one thing and do another. That's important. It's so important. You guys right now, you have to learn you figure out how to use your own superpowers. Karma's going to be quick, okay? And the way you can use your superpowers more effectively and be more clear-minded is to make sure you're not carrying any personal guilt. Stop. If whatever you're beating yourself up about, bad past decisions, choices you've made, whatever it is you've been doing, stop beating yourself up. We've had limited perception and limited ability to actually operate in a functioning and clean way for like 200 like for 2,500 years, like 2,000, more than 2,500 years. It's been that our entire universe has been living under this veil of darkness, right? And that's all changing. It is the morning of illumination right now. That's what's happening. That's why it's so crazy. That's why bad guys are getting caught. That's why people are starting to wake up and see truth. Now, what happens? You go along believing a certain kind of way for your whole life, this whole lifetime. That's all you can remember is believing, you got to work really hard and protect yourself from trickery and all this stuff. Well, what happens if you don't have to work hard anymore? You don't have to protect yourself from trickery anymore. How do you operate, right? It really is. It's like getting used to your own superpowers. You need to make sure that you are forgiving yourself, that you have forgiven yourself, that you are protecting yourself first, that you are spreading love and light and operating from a clean, healthy place, right? Self-confident. Everything you want is going to happen. You decided and it will come true. It's a core level thing. It's like subtle. You are, how do I say this? You're operating in a whole nother dimension. Like the physical world around us, all these objects and all these things around us are made of molecules that are made of energy. And you are energy. It's you. It's all you. Question. I keep thinking about my ex all the time, even when I don't want to. You know what's happening? Your ex is thinking about you. When you perceive someone's spiritual energy, even past loved ones, when you think about someone who's passed away, it's because they're bringing you into their awareness at that moment. I believe that. And so when he comes into your mind, first of all, make sure that you're not carrying guilt about the situation. Any choices or decisions you made that you feel bad about now, you need to forgive yourself for. That's what I'm talking about. You're carrying guilt. Don't carry that guilt. All that is a weight on your heart. That's all it is. Forgiveness is not for the other person. Forgiveness is to free you, to free your consciousness so that you have awareness in other areas, that your attention is not drawn over there. I've healed on that level. Let's see. Yeah, you've healed on it. like on that particular relationship was very healing, or you've healed since then, you still haven't forgiven yourself. You still have like, it feels like you feel bad. You're like beat yourself up a little bit about not catching the red flags you should have, or not paying it, like they fooled you. You got to get rid of that. Get rid of that self-guilt. That's gonna hurt you. Nah, don't do that. I love you. Don't do that, beloved. No, be free. Everything you've done, all the choices you made are in the past, and they were for lessons that you learned. There was a purpose for every single thing you've been through already. Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't doubt that. And don't carry the guilt. And listen, not only do you have to forgive yourself, but you also have to, like, what do you call it? Make amends to yourself. You need to, like, treat yourself like, so, like, say, okay, let me give you an example. A past relationship, 3.5 years, was insane. This chick lied to me over and over again. Like, it was crazy. And I just kept saying, am I insane? What's going on? And when I did that, I'll pull one for you, Kimberly, about Luke specifically. I'm gonna just focus on that for a second. Hold on, Kimberly. And then I'm gonna pull an animal card to see what kind of animal Luke is. So I got a 5-2. A 5-2 has to do with birth in the family. You're not pregnant, are you? You asked me if he loves you, and I got a pregnancy kind of connotation. So I would say yes. And maybe his separation from you right now, like that separation you feel, is because everyone is like shook on an energy level. Everyone is shook. Like no one, I'm shook, and I'm the most spiritually confident person I know ever that I've ever met. And I'm a little shook. I'm like, Ugh. So don't take anything personally. Take a few deep breaths and like give it some time, because everything works out in time. Everything goes the way it's supposed to be. You know that, right? Very true, but JD keeps coming back to me, but confusing. Everyone is, I promise. It's normal right now. I swear that's what's happening. I'm on keen.com/MasterMichelle. I've been doing readings on the phone since 2004, and everyone I talk to is like, what the hell's going on in my relationship? All of a sudden they're being weird. It's everywhere. What I'm trying to say is it's a universal energy change right now. It's not you personally. And so yeah, we just back together 3 weeks ago, right? Yeah. JD Keys. It's been like that. It's been confusing. People are wishy-washy. Nobody knows what's really going on. That's because the energy shifted, and we're all energy beings. And so everyone has to kind of get their feet on the ground again to know what's real. I promise. It's going to be good, though. We're moving into an amazing time right now. It's amazing. If you're a good person, if you're full of love and light, and you have good intentions and a good heart, what's coming is amazing for us. It's going to be so awesome. For those of us who've struggled, who've had to deal with traumas, who've had to deal with attacks, energy attacks your whole life, you've been a more aware person, a more spiritually aware being. We are coming into a beautiful time where the fifth dimension is actually going to be in operation on this third dimensional planet. In other words, we're in a 3D universe, and spiritual power is sort of permeating every corner of the universe right now. It's so cool. It looks scary. It looks messed up. I promise you, everything will it's going to be so much better. It is. I mean, there are going to be people who suffer loss, because there are going to be individuals who don't make it through the transition. They're not waking up. They're going to woke out. They're going to I mean, what happens if you all of a sudden realize that what you've believed all along isn't true? It can make you crazy. It can make you act out. It can make you lash out, right? It can make you separate from your loved ones. It can make you make distance. Don't worry about it right now. Communicate. Everything's up in the air. Everything's crazy at the moment. So take a deep breath. Everything's going to be fine. It's all going to be blissful. I'm seeing it might be a rough holidays, like maybe a little lonely feeling for a lot of people because of the unsettled energies in the universe. Like everything's kind of up in the air. Everyone's nervous. But after the beginning of the year, I just see it like snowballing into sort of a utopian sort of existence. All the poison systems and everything. Everything's changing. Everything's changing. Trickery. You're gonna be able to like look right through people's bullshit now. They're not gonna be able to lie to you anymore. They're not gonna. You'll see right through it. It's true. It's true. It's true. Let's pull an animal card. All right. So where did that little stack? I just had them. Oh, there they are. I set them on my shelf here so that they wouldn't be in the way. All right, so we're gonna go with Kimberly. Let's pull an animal card for Luke, okay? And then I'll do you, Lindsay, for JD. Okay, hold on, Kimberly first. So Kimberly, make sure that I'm doing this right. Luke. So we want to know what kind of animal Luke is in his relationship with Kimberly. Let's find his animal. There it is. This one is going to be a squirrel. Squirrels are very industrious. They plan ahead, right? But they're also very hyper and scattered, right? So that might be what's happening right now with Luke. Luke is very scattered. Luke is like, he doesn't know what the hell's going on. He's trying to prepare for something coming, but he doesn't even really know what's coming, so he can't really prepare, but that's his way of doing it, is to be like imagine everywhere. Yeah. So that's your Luke, and that's how he is with you right now, which is normal for what's going on in the universe right now. That's normal. Like if he wasn't acting like that, if people weren't a little shook, I would wonder why they're so dead. Feel like they really aren't aware, right? Anybody who's aware is going to feel a little scattered right now. It's the way things are. Yeah, very cool. And then let's see, JD, Lindsay, are you still here, sweetie? I'm gonna pull an animal card for JD. So this is Lindsay. We'd like an animal card for JD to kind of give us an idea of his mentality with Lindsay. JD with Lindsay. This one. That's going to be a unicorn. Oh my goodness. Okay. So JD's the unicorn. It's that elusive fantasy creature, right? Oh my goodness. Full of splendor and wonder and amazement. Is he amazing? Yeah. And sort of like that. Is it really real? He's like so good that he doesn't seem real, right? He's a very rare being. He's very unique, definitely. So, I mean, hey, that's a good thing. So he's actually very calm with you. I feel like you guys are definitely, that's a very positive sign from source. Just saying that you guys are very, he's unique. He's rare. And you see him that way. And that's very powerful because that power in your appreciation and acknowledgement of his rareness is what's going to keep you guys like close. Be honest all the time, you guys. Make sure he's being honest. Am I the first relationship that he's fallen for? Is that why he's nervous? Let me see. Hold on, Kimberly, because I'm kind of switching back and forth. Kimberly and Luke. He does have an innocence about him. It feels like an innocent energy about him, which would lead me to think, he's not like, yes, I think that's what it is. It's like, oh my gosh, is it real? Ah! And he's freaking out. I feel like that could be very true. And I take a lot of, honestly, I don't consider myself psychic. I consider myself intuitive. I take a lot of hints from you. You know more than you realize. You intuitively recognize and know more than you realize. So a lot of times your questions are a good indication of what's really happening. Yeah. That's funny. I'm talking to you guys over here on TikTok and just my Twitch and YouTube streams just randomly running. It's not even, I wasn't even looking at it. Anyway. So yeah, you got a unicorn for him. Now let's switch that around, Kimberly. Let's see what kind of animal comes up for you toward Luke. And then I'll do you for Lindsay. I'll do you for Jason. So let's see for Luke. What animal's going to come up for you? Oh, that one jumped right out. What is it? What is it? I got to go under it and get it. Oh, baboon. So baboon fell right out. Don't feel offended. Baboon's actually a good sign. Baboons are very flexible. They're very like accommodating, right? They're gonna be kind of go with the flow, but strong allies, like protective, and they've got that strength. But they're very adaptable, accommodating, flexible, and so that's a good thing. It's really good for someone paired with a unicorn, which is going to be that unique rareness and very, very individual kind of person. So let's see, Lindsay, what's your animal card with JD? Did I do that right? Let me just say, hold on, because I want to get the flow good. Go look again. JD, and Lindsay. So we're looking for a card for Lindsay in her relationship with JD. Oh, you got a unicorn. Oh my God. It flipped right over. It's a unicorn. All right. And penguin too, though. I got two. That one fell over, which is order. Has to do with the penguin card is very like structured, order, like that. Right in line, like being perfect, being in a tuxedo, like a higher echelon, like trying to explain it, like very uniform, very systematic, but with the unicorn as well. That's really cool, rare and systematic. Very, very cool. I have fun with these. And I think honestly, it's just time for both you guys. It's a time right now of craziness out there in the energy world. Trust me, it's very much craziness. I love these secret path cards too. These are there's sort of a lot of Native American symbolism, which I'm very nature based, and so that shamanistic energy, I understand it. Like it vibrates with me. So let's see if our sacred path cards have any wisdom for us today. We'll do a collective one for all of us, right? What's this one going to be? Power place. So this has to do power place number 16. One and 6 is a 7, which is a very spiritual number. And power place, this card comes up having to do with the earth connection, empowerment, sort of your peaceful physical existence. And that's kind of cool. Hey, Terry, welcome in. That's kind of cool for you, for all of us, I think, finding that power place, which is interesting that it's a collective card for the three of us in the chat that we're here. And we're in a power place. You know why? Because I'm here to remind you that you're a spiritual entity having a physical experience, and that things are changing. Power is coming to those light beings, to goodness, the people, those of us who have been traumatized and harassed and hassled, and we've had to struggle to keep the light alive, right? To keep that light inside of us. Yes. And that's where we need to. Yeah, I know, right, Terry? I pulled it right when you came in, right? And you know what's funny? The next card that came up was the Shaw returning home. Where you been, girl? I'm just kidding. I love that card, the returning home card, and it also it speaks to having that place, that feeling of home inside yourself. So like basically returning to yourself, right? It's important. Yeah, everything's crazy lately. The universe has been all kind of jacked up and twisted around, and there's been a lot of craziness going on. I got my website done, Terry. It's mastermichelle.live or mastermichelle.info. I never got my .com unprivatized. For those of you that didn't hear the earlier chats, I have a mastermichelle.com. I own it, but I I bought it and I set it to privacy, and I haven't been able to access it. So I don't know. I guess we'll wait. It wasn't meant to be, I guess. But I'm on keen.com/MasterMichelleFL, which I have to add that to my website. But I have my cannabis consultation information up there. Oops, I can't talk about that on TikTok, right? I have my herbalist page done, so that link is up for local Floridians. We did, yes, we did get through. But you know what's crazy, Terry, is that during the hurricane, I've lived in Florida for 51 years, my whole entire life. I've never experienced the actual eye of the hurricane, and that was trippy. That was so trippy. You're very welcome, Kimberly. Thank you so much. Hit that notification. Hang out with me anytime you can. I appreciate it. And I like the conversation. Yeah, the Texas bearded giant. I love beards. I love Texas. You're in the right place, friend. We were just talking about the storm, Nicole. I am in the Treasure Coast. It's so funny when I see the national news. They say the hurricane hit just south of Vero Beach. Yeah, well, just south of Vero Beach is Fort Pierce and Port St. Lucie, and I live right on the edge of both of those. So like I'm technically in Port St. Lucie, but I live right on the edge of Fort Pierce. So like, yeah, that was us. But it was crazy because like we were having the tropical, like we were having the steady hurricane wind, right? So you have this steady, powerful wind, and then all of a sudden these giant gusts would come in, with the whole tree would bend over, and like you can hear the little cracks, the stress cracks in the trees and stuff like that. And so we got that. It comes in bands. So we get the band and we go through, and then we get another band and we get another band. The sky was gray the whole time. It was always that stormy look. But then all of a sudden the sky cleared. It was perfectly still. It was like eerie calm. It was so wild. So it was really wild. It was really crazy. Anyway, but we did really well through it. Nicole was nice to us. Really, the only major damage that we got from the storm is gonna be the beach erosion that happened, and there was a significant amount. But where I live, they're constantly dumping sand for the sand dunes and planting sea oats and things along the ocean to keep the erosion at bay. And a lot of the areas that were damaged north of us in Daytona Beach and up in that area were actually older parts of older beachfront property that's been there a long time. And it was also, a lot of that stuff was damaged by Hurricane Ian when it came through. So that's kind of the thing. I check my chat over here. I'm sitting here just like I'm only on with TikTok, and my other streams are running on my laptop as well. I've actually been taking a lot of calls on the psychic line, so that's good. I think I'm helping acknowledge the craziness that's going on and helping people understand it's just a matter of time. Everything's gonna, like we're shifting into more powerful operation. It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be cool. You know what I didn't check for today was our affirmation. I actually haven't looked at the affirmations in quite a while. Yeah, since August. Let's get up here into November. And just to remind myself, okay, it's the 14th. I had to look up the date. November 14th. The universe is the true parent of your children. In a sense, you don't have to raise your children at all. The universe is the true parent of your children. You are simply the channel. The more you're able to follow your energy and do what's best for you, the more the universe will come through you to everyone around you. As you thrive, your children will thrive. And that's true for everyone around you. Look, if you're trying to help other people, live by example, right? I want people to be happy. So I'm not going to come at you all sad and down. I'm going to come at you happy. I'm going to show you my happiness and my joy. Hopefully it's infectious. And maybe something that I do to create my own joy helps you create your joy. Rock on. Then we all win, right? Each person is a unique expression of the universe. Each person is a unique expression of the universe. If you're universal energy, right, and we're all one, that's all the same. It's boring, right? So why would we create something where there's a million billion different little individual unique perspectives? Well, for the sake of experience. It's all for the sake of experience, right? I think so. Hi Michael, how's it going? Welcome in. So yeah, the more you're able to follow your energy and do what is best for you, the more the universe will come through for you, right? Each person is a unique expression of the universe. And in this child rearing thing, I think so many of us missed some of those child raising techniques in our lives. It's never too late to raise and nurture your inner child. All you need to do is find your parental perspective and then apply that to yourself, to your own childlike energy and beingness, right? Sweet. We did. We got through the storm well. It was good. Who's here? Lindsay. Love and light. Miss Terry. How you been? Did you guys get through the storm okay? How's Whatnot doing? You should put your Whatnot thing in the chat in case anybody wants to follow you. I don't have a lot of people in here right now. Oh, one. Only one person? Terry? Just you and me. This music's getting kind of Did you notice? It's kind of sleepy. It's kind of sleepy. Want a Terry Oracle card? I mean, do you want a fairy or a Terry Oracle card for fairy? A fairy Oracle card for Terry? Let's see. What does Terry need to focus on to make her life as happy as it could possibly be? What's that? Something's flipped over? Let me fix them. Start that over. They weren't all in the right direction to begin with. Let's see. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Beauty. I love this because Terry, you are beautiful. You are so beautiful. Right? And show the card to the TikTok or to the Twitch and YouTube audience. Mr. James was here. What? Hey! Oh my goodness. How you doing? Love and light, my friend. Terry and Mr. James all here. Welcome in, welcome in. How's things? I'm looking to get a spiritual center. She can't see you here. I can see you. He said still here. I see you. Let me see. I gotta follow you. Follow. At. I'm not good at this. Infinite love. There we go. Hi, Lori. How's it going? Oh my goodness. My dogs are saying hi too. Go tell Sandy. You got go tell Sandy. Look, go tell her. Go see. So I've been working on my website. I've got mastermichelle.info done. well, not done. I'm still adding and still doing things, but I'm my psychic line, keen.com/MasterMichelleFL, nightflirt.com/MasterMichelle, and nightflirt.com/domain-day-domina. And so I'm putting all those on my website and getting all my social networks together on one. I've been like working really hard over the last couple of years while Sandy's going through treatments and stuff, sitting over on the sidelines trying to get some residuals, some sort of income situation going for me over here. We moved over and Sandy was diagnosed with adenocarcinoma, and we dealt with that. She battled that and won, and then she was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she went through double mastectomy and treatments and all that, and so that's finished-ish. I mean, she's in remission with cancer. She doesn't have any more cancer cells right now, but they did find a brain tumor, and so she's we're waiting to see. It was the first scan, so we don't know how fast it's growing. We don't know anything about it until December, and so we'll find out in December how that is progressing, if it is. But it's apparently not cancerous, which I'm really not sure how they can tell us it's a non-cancerous tumor if they didn't do a biopsy. So I'm really not sure. But anyway, thanks for sharing. Hey, Lori. I did start over here in the Treasure Coast. I was helping a couple of kids start like a munch. There's a lot of chaos over here. A lot of different groups. It started up and ended, and weird energy like that. But there are good groups too. There's like really good people, and it feels a lot like the crew that used to get together at Danny's. Like not like the tighter knit family feeling folks. So it's a good situation so far. We're Treasure Coast Social Network. So we're doing that. What are you guys up to? What's new? How's the storm? How's the Munchman going? Doo-doo. Oh goodness. I need different music. I said that before, and then I don't know what I did with my remote to change it. Oh, I put it on. Oh no, that's not it. Where did I set it? It should be right here. There's nothing here. Ruff. What? Holly's yelling at me. I want to see. Hold on. Set the camera. Watch. Are you yelling at me, Allie? What? Why? She's like, let me outside. How do I turn this back around? Flip. Oh. It's getting kind of warm in here. I wonder if like there's a door open or something. I got banned from TikTok recently. I don't know why. Somebody reported me for doing nudity and adult-oriented whatever, and I was like, no. I appealed it and of course it took like a week to appeal, but Terry runs the Munch. Yeah, I heard I was trying to help promote it a little bit from over here. Munch has been pretty good. That's good. I'm glad. You know what's weird about the social stuff? For Halloween, for the lockdown, the COVID time, like that first year, we got so many trick-or-treaters. There were so many people that were coming out trick-or-treating. During lockdown, the next year, there were less. And this past year, none. Like, we hardly had any trick-or-treaters. And that's really weird because I do all the big decorations in the yard. And, like, literally, I think the trick-or-treaters we had were people that just, like, drove by and saw the house decorated and stopped and let their kids run up to the door. Some of them weren't even in costume. And, like, you missed it. You missed the point. But, yeah, I'm getting ready to do a big Christmas display, and that's going to be a lot of work. So I'm kind of like, oh, I got to do the Christmas display. I need a haircut too. Can you tell? Yeah, it's too long. You didn't get any either? Yeah. It's weird that, I mean, I've got some, but it's weird that we didn't get as many. I mean, I don't know. I end up taking my candy. I'll take a handful of Halloween candy left over. Like when I go to the dispensary or I go up to the market, I be like, here, happy Halloween, have some candy. I'm giving candy away to people because we don't eat that stuff. Like, we got the little Snickers and the stuff the kids like, but I don't. That's so all. This I'm a food snob, right? I need again. We gotta find the remote. Sally, why are you yelling? Oh, I see it. It fell on the side. That's all. I gotta go down, and this does put me to sleep. Ooh, Dolores Cannon's good. Have you guys ever heard of Dolores Cannon? Let's try this one. It might be a little more upbeat. It might not, though. Hi.
Hey there, I'm Julia Pacheco.
Riley
and
came
I am
to
going
see.
to show you my family's favorite ways
Hi,
to
Riley.
use Ready Whip. Fruit crisps, waffles, and hot cocoa are simply not complete without it. And it is so much fun to take simple, ordinary treats and make them
No. This is Reiki. Like sort of Reiki music. I'm always sending love and light. Always, always. All you have to do is be welcoming and receiving of it, and then feel gratitude. That's all. I'm always beaming healing energy out there. Just find me and take what you like. It's infinite. Infinite. Hey, let's look at the Guatemalan worry dolls. It's a little box. It's painted. And you take the lid off, and there are these little guys inside. Let's see. Looks like this one. You can tell them your worries. You tell them your worries. I don't have any worries. I try to keep my brain head emanating positivity. I just do. It just makes it better that way. Try to deal with the worries quickly and let them go. She's cool. I see this one as a female for some reason. Like the skirt, I guess. Let's see. One with a pink shirt. Aren't they cute? Little tiny guys. Oh no! I'm worried I just dropped them. We're going in. Where'd you go? Come back. Oh well. I guess that Guatemalan worry doll was taxed with collecting the worries of the dust bunnies underneath. So it's time to sweep and mop. So I will do that and find them when I do. Anyway. I need to find something cool. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to go over to Twitch and do a review video of some of the new Tom MacDonald music. Tom MacDonald just did, what's it called? Sheeple? Oh, let's do that. Hold on. Oh, Fighter. Fighter's the one we want. Fighter, Tom MacDonald on YouTube. Music's going to change. There it goes. Now, I'm going to listen to this. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to break down the lyrics.
They're all the same.
I like the lyrics. It's good. It's very positive. It's called Fighter.
Which means we're owned by the farmers and their families. Not
some big
corporations.
Really
So
quickly.
from tree to table, it's all hands in, working together
I'm gonna
to bring
come
you the
over
most
here.
delicious, freshest tasting juice you can find.
And pull up the lyrics.
Okay, different. Where do I check out?
2 trees down and take a right. Florida's natural. Together, from tree to table.
Time to steal Christmas.
All right, guys. I got to pause for just a second. Oh, Rebecca, is it a good idea for me and my husband to move to Kentucky? To Kentucky. Hold on. Let me mute this for a second. Hold on. Pause. Okay. Rebecca, to move to Kentucky. Well, I've got a 02. And the 02, hold on a second. For Kentucky. Sorry. Just scattered because things around me are scattered for a minute. Kentucky. So for a 2-1 or 2-0, sorry, I pulled a 2-0 for you for your Kentucky move, Rebecca. It's a very positive sign. It's definitely a very positive sign. The 2-1 is, or I mean, a 2-0 is great joy. It has to do with like meeting the one that you're gonna like, someone that's meeting someone, or a new beginning that's going to create great joy. So that's, I would say yes, it is a good idea. Yeah, a very positive sign. So yeah, I would say yeah. How you doing today? Let's see if I get any more information about that. Wow. So pulling the second one, I pulled a 5-4. This has to do with investments, increasing into wealth. I think, well, I specifically asked the question if it was good for you guys to move to Kentucky. And so if that's something you're planning, it's not necessarily a change, right? It's kind of like going along with the flow that you're supposed to be in. But yeah, this has to, I specifically asked about the move, and I got wealth and positivity and having to do with wealth and positive moves and good things. So as far as that's concerned, I was vibrating in that energy when I asked. And so, yeah, that's the way you should go. It sounds like it's a good thing. And the change is going to be positive. I don't see anything. I don't see anything moving really quickly though in the next like couple weeks or whatever. I mean, it might, but I don't see a rush, if that makes any sense. Just because the way the energy is in the universe right now is kind of crazy. So don't feel impatient, if that makes sense. Keep your patience about you. Everything works out the way it's supposed to. I'm even more so. Like things have changed. There's a positive vibration over the whole planet in the spring. Good. Yeah, actually, I almost feel like that's what I was starting to say is like it doesn't seem like it's even gonna be very fast happening, but then it felt like I felt like snowball effect, like something picking up beginning of the year and starting to move forward in that. So I think you guys are gonna really start planning and seeing your plans come into fruition in positive ways. I think are you guys both like looking ahead to the area that you want to work in, because I feel like there's employment opportunities that would completely cover the cost of relocating. Like it's not going to be difficult for you guys to move or relocate because of the abundance in the new position that you're going to be having, or there's going to be some sort of deal. So check with the companies, like see if you think about applying ahead of time, making sure that you guys have employment lined up there or whatever you're doing. There might be some way to get your moving costs. I was going to say your moving costs. I feel like you're going to get a bonus in that area. It's going to be easier than you thought. You're going to be like, oh, we can do that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Shocking good news. Like shocking, like, oh, or why didn't I think of that sooner kind of thing, It's going to be good, positive. And I'm glad you said spring because I wasn't feeling it like before Christmas for sure. So I don't look as much at number dates as I do kind of the feeling of, so like I might feel something not happening until after Christmas or after Easter. It's almost like the quarterly holidays are the ones that kind of mark, maybe a couple months out or, yeah. But I'm very in the physical world, people either call me flighty or ethereal. I'm either like, their life-saving angel or I'm totally crazy. Yeah, we took in 3 girls. Well, they ended up going back to their mother. 3 girls. Ooh. Ooh, my heart just got really heavy. I did, I was a non-relative caregiver for a little boy quite some time ago. He's probably, I think he's probably like 14 now, 15. We took care of him when he was a baby. For the girls. Stone people, records, knowings and revealings. They're going to be okay. I feel like that solidity. But I can't really, I'm not having a direct connection. I hope that they do. Like I do. I want to see families together. Stone people. Let me just resonate with this for a minute. Stone people is the card that I drew from Sacred Path. Sometimes in asking about like what's going to happen to kids or whatever, I will go the Sacred Path because it kind of speaks to their spiritual journey. 11, 9, and 20 months. Truth is going to come to light. I almost feel like they're going to connect with family, but like older generation family, like that sacred connection to. But I don't necessarily think it's blood family. They're going to find the family connection. They're going to find that. They're going to be solid in it, like protected. They're going to have protection, and they're going to find their way. I keep feeling like it's not with their mother though. I feel like it's in another family, like grandmother, grandparents, or an aunt, somebody old, a little bit older than the mother. Yeah. Your husband's cousins. Yeah. I almost feel like other family's going to step in and help with them, but I'm not seeing their mom. I hope she does. And everything I can say can change. You know what I mean? Like people can change their habits and it changes everything. The butterfly effect, But I feel like, I feel very positive about them. They're going to be solid in themselves. They're going to have confidence. They have protection. They have ancestral protection already. They have ancestral energy around them that's protecting them, which is probably why they're with you, right? Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to pull a domino for them too, for the girls. 11, 9 and 20 months, Rebecca's husband's cousins. Ooh. Yeah, I got positive stuff for them. 5-4. The 5-4 domino has to do with celebrations. It has to do with like wealth, health, not taking advantage of wins. In other words, like I don't feel like anybody in their life coming into their life is going to take advantage of their power. It's almost like everyone's going to help them nurture and grow. And I keep saying everyone, so it makes me think that mom's really not like right now, as of this moment, I don't think she has connected how important her role is. There's too many other things she's distracted by besides being a good mom, unfortunately. I feel like. But they're going to be good. You know, listen, I grew up with a narcissistic sociopath for a father. And, you know, he was a strong influence my whole entire life. But what that taught me from a very young age is not to manipulate people, to be genuine and honest, and to be loving, right? I just want to know exactly expecting. She has court in March. Yeah, I don't feel like in March. Because I was looking right now. I feel like come closer to court, she's going to make a last-ditch outside effort and make it look like she's trying, I think. But I don't. 2-1. Yeah, see, I got a big loss of personal property. When I focused on her, that's the thing. I think she sees her children as possessions, like she has ownership, right? Does she feel like that? Like they're my kids, don't take my kids away, like that whole thing. If that's the case, she's objectifying her children, and that's why she's not going to get them back. She's not going to get them back until she realizes they're spiritual beings growing up in a physical body that, you know, that's what's happening right now, though, and it's going to seem really messed up, like kids losing their mom. But in all actuality, if the mom's not a good mom, then that's a good thing that the kids have the protection and love around them they need to grow if that's not coming from their mom. And I'm not saying I'm not trying to judge her. I don't even know her. But I just feel like that vibration, as long as until she realizes her kids are not just little animals, like, you know, yeah, until she realizes her kids aren't her possessions. They're not something you just put on the shelf and take out when you want. No, it's 24/7, like, responsibility. Yeah, kind of feel like she's more into finding a new man than her kids. Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, that can be the case in a lot of times. And, you know, some people fool themselves into thinking that if they find a man and they're happy in a relationship, they'll be a better mother. No, you have to find yourself, and she has to find herself and be in love and be happy with herself. And then she'll be a good example to her kids, unfortunately. And you know what? If she were to get her kids back, with her focus being on her love life, how much time and energy she's really going to put into them might be better for the kids to have that new family sort of feeling right off the bat. You know, kids their time's going by. Like, those kids are growing up. They're already building the neural pathways in their brain, you know, all that. So it's crazy. Yeah. I hope that helps. Yeah. We'll pray for her. Her kids are going to be great, though. Don't worry about that. Her kids, they already have a strength. They already have, I feel like there's like very maternal energy in the kids. Is the oldest a girl or a boy? So I feel like there's already within that little group of children is a family. Like, yeah. This is to determine if we move to Kentucky or not. So if she loses her kids, does that mean that you guys get to take them to another state, or are they going to stop you? Because I know that happens in cases like that. I mean, if she loses all parental rights, I don't see why it would hinder you from any moving, but I only know a little bit about the Florida system, and it's crazy. They're all girls. Yeah, I feel like the oldest is already a mom to the younger ones. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I feel like I feel a big happy family in Kentucky. I feel like it's all gonna work out. Oh, you got full custody. Okay. Yeah. But if there's, I think there's a difference usually, at least in Florida. There's a difference between full custody and parental rights. And if she still has parental rights, then, but not full custody, you might not be able to leave the state with the children. So if you're moving to another state, if you're moving to Kentucky if you are moving to Kentucky from another state, you might have a problem with that. But I don't know. I feel like you guys are all happy family, like big energy, good, positive stuff. she's got a lot of burdens. She needs to learn how to do self-care. Like, she needs to be taught about meditation and about grounding and centering, and like that she's a spiritual entity. She's not her physical body, because we can get trapped in, how do you say it? We can get trapped in everything going on around us in the physical universe, right? Like, we get sucked into that and distracted, and we forget to like breathe and, take care of business and stuff like that. Yeah, and that's a sad thing too. Look, dads who like hit their daughters are teaching their daughters that it's okay that guys hit them. Like, she's either going to be like, you can literally be either against men or so browbeaten by that kind of mentality. Yeah, when I was my father was arrested and put in jail for child abuse for hitting me. When I was taken out of my family's home and put in, when my father was arrested, they took me out of the house and put me with his brother. And his brother was exactly like him, except his brother used the Bible to justify the beatings. So when I went to my uncle's house, they put me at the long formal dining room table. I was by myself at one end, and my aunt and uncle were way down at the other end, communicating a separation, right? And they basically gave me every single Bible verse that had anything to do with parents, spare the rod, spoil the child, honor thy father and mother. They basically made me feel guilty that it was all my fault that he had to hit me. And yeah, it took a while, but I can tell you one thing. I'm only 5'3", and I am not intimidated by anybody. Step to me in public. There's nothing you're going to do to me that my birth father didn't do when I was 8. So bring it. I'm a grown woman now, and now I have self-defense. I'm an excellent marksman. People are like, oh my gosh, you have the Judge revolver that fires shotgun shells in 45 long. And I'm like, they're like, what are you afraid of? And I'm like, nothing. Right? Yeah. But you know what? The stress, I can tell you from experience, the stress that she's going through will make her a stronger person. I wouldn't trade my traumas for anything now. I'm 51, so I've had a lot of time to deal with it. But I wouldn't trade my traumas for anything now. I am blessed and super happy that I did not grow up in the mentality that is going on today, because I would be in a mutilated body. I thought that I wanted to be a boy. I thought I was a boy because I was raised in abuse. I didn't want to be like my father. Like, I didn't want to be like my mother. I didn't want to be like my abused mother. I wanted to be like my powerful, abusive father when I was younger. I would have had probably a mastectomy by 15. Yeah, I would have said, take them. I had double D and I wanted to be a boy. So I did not want the boobs on my chest. And I'm so grateful that I didn't have them removed, because I actually rather like them now. It's just a matter of getting comfortable in your skin. You don't have to change your skin to be comfortable. You have to find out who you are and get comfortable in your skin, in my opinion. I think if I had been raised in today's times and mentality with a transgendered youth, I probably would be living in a very mutilated body right now, and I would not be happy. Just saying. That's my personal viewpoint. I think everybody should do what they're doing and live their life and live their truth. I'm not trying to judge anybody. I'm just speaking from my own perspective. I'm going to lean over here, do something I can't do on TikTok. Made an ash of myself. That's funny. You're 32. 3 and 2 is a very spiritual year for you. Spiritual growth coming. I feel it. Are you at the end of 32, or did you just turn 32? 32 is very, very, very spiritual. So, Tom MacDonald, this new song called Fighter. And the words and the lyrics are pretty amazing. It says, bottom of the ninth, up against the odds, running out of time, only got one shot. When it's really do or die, when your back's against the wall, when you're fighting for your life, do you believe in you or not? And then it breaks into, I'm a believer, I believe. I'm a believer, I believe. 33 in April. Yeah, 33 is going to be powerful for you guys. Like, it's going to be powerful for you. That 3 and 3 is a 6. I think that's going to be, it almost makes me feel like solidifying a mother energy, like a maternal energy. Yeah, I think I'm not trying to put it in place that you are going to be these kids' mom, but I feel like you have a very strong maternal presence in their life already, more so than anybody else. Which doesn't mean you have to take all of the responsibility. It means you've done a good thing in showing them that people do care and that they're not alone. So I think that that's blessed. And I think you'll be blessed for that. Karma's coming around. Like, karma's changing from tricky and slow like molasses to, like, it's going to come quick. Bad guys are going to get caught quick. Liars aren't going to be able to lie to you anymore. You're going to see right through them. Everyone. Like, everything's changing in a good way. Yeah, totally good way. So I'm jumping over here too on my, I'm still live. Sorry guys. Hey, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, dope. Happy 420. How's it going? Sorry. I'm also streaming over here on TikTok, and I've been chatting with the comments in TikTok because no one was commenting over here. I have to be careful too. Strain reviews. I think I want you to know I'll have a baby of my own. Very cool. Oh, you want to know? Will you? Hold on. See, I started getting that maternal energy. Like, I started getting that maternal vibe, and so right off the bat, I would say yes. You will have a baby of your own, but I'm gonna pull a domino. I'm always like second guessing my own, like, passionate love affair, which will be maybe. Oh, be careful though. Be careful because this domino. When I was thinking about you having a child, I feel like you're gonna have an unfortunate situation first, but then you will. Like, don't be disheartened. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be right away. It's going to take a minute because I don't think you're in the right place spiritually. Like, you're very blessed. You're very aware, but I think you have to finish an experience before you can actually get pregnant and have a child of your own, which is a good thing. It's the way it's supposed to be, but it's not going to be a rush. I don't think. Yeah. And I don't think it's going to be good immediately. It's going to be exciting. There's going to be I'm sorry. I hate bringing icky stuff out, but let's see, 2 and 2. So yeah, that does confirm it. You were pregnant at one point and had a miscarriage. That's what I'm sensing though. But 2 and 2 is joining together. And so I think what's happening is there was a spiritual being that was trying to connect with you, which is why you got pregnant. I think another spiritual entity like starts kind of like tapping on your shoulder and wants you to get pregnant. But if the timing isn't right, even if you guys have sex and you get pregnant and that entity is around to actually embody the body you're creating in your body, it can go bad. And that's probably what I was picking up. But I do feel 2 and 2. I got the 2 and 2, which is a connection, is like a bonding. And so that spiritual energy that wasn't able to connect to bring the whole pregnancy recreation into fruition. It's not the same. It's not the same vibration, but it feels like the same energy. So I feel like maybe that spiritual beingness that was around trying to get you to have a baby, you guys none of you were ready. The energy wasn't ready. You weren't ready. The father wasn't ready. But I think after everything settles down, I'm feeling it after your birthday. right? Was it your second one? Yeah, I'm feeling like after your birthday, and these miscarriages are just, it's not anything you've done. It's just because the timing hasn't been right yet. And I think you have to have that maternal, I feel like there's going to be a lot more with the kids maternally for you. Like, it's going to be a stronger situation. And once that's kind of settled, and you guys, I feel like a settling coming, like a settling down, and everything's the way it's supposed to be. And then, and after, when you said 33 in April, it hit me like motherhood, procreation, like that creative aspect. And so I think after your birthday. So, and I think I got like a, you got like a very warm, like warm feeling in the bottom of my belly, which to me feels like a fruition, like completion, the full thing. Yeah. And pain, which means labor, which means pregnant, like having the baby. I'm feeling you're going to have labor pains. Sorry. But that's a good thing. But not until after your birthday. It's going to be down the road a bit. Maybe even a little longer. But yeah. It just hasn't worked out so far because all of the elements weren't in place. It wasn't the right time yet. It wouldn't have been happy or good either way. There would have been a lot other ickiness involved. So it's okay. Everything happens in the time it's supposed to. Yeah. And you might have had to find and feel that parental energy with a non-birth children first, just to kind of establish that place. I feel like that's kind of the case. I'm just looking to check my other chats over here. I'm not getting any more chats because I was not paying attention over there. Hold on, I'm gonna lean over here for a second because I can't do this. Sacred. Levi Blank, thanks for the likes. We got to the point that we're planning on adopting. Moving to Kentucky. I think it is. Where are you guys at right now? Like, are you in Tennessee? I don't know why I asked that. I mean, it's close, but I'm just curious where you're at right now. Because Kentucky feels to me like green, big open spaces, like lots of, yes, Tennessee. I always get a dank energy about Tennessee for some reason. There's almost like this darkness about it. I just guessed. I just felt like, I don't know. I just knew. Tennessee's like it's like a dark, it's not a good energy place to me. Like the whole state just feels ugh. And I think Kentucky is like fresh. Like I think of bluegrass, Kentucky bluegrass. Like I think of horse racing. I think of wide open spaces, big sky, like a good balance. So I think it's going to be really good for you guys. To be honest, I think Kentucky's going to be badass. And I think it's going to change your health, your physical health. Yeah. Like all the cohesiveness. I feel like you've got a like a disagreement inside yourself that is manifesting your not perfect reproductive health, if that makes sense. Like you still have too much doubt, which is okay. It's beautiful here, but there's too much stress here for me and my husband. Yeah, it's like the vibration of the place. It's not, I mean, Tennessee is gorgeous. There's beautiful places in Tennessee. It's not the physical, it's like the energy. It's almost like there's cursed land. Maybe, I don't know, Native Americans that were getting kicked off their land cursed it or something. I don't know. It's like there's bad vibes there. Just like bad vibes in general. I know it sounds weird. There's beautiful places. I've been to Tennessee and there are beautiful places there. But when I reach out and like when I do a psychic line call, when I get a phone call on Keen, if you go to KEEN, Keen.com/MasterMichelleFL, That's my paper minute. You can call me and we can actually have a one-on-one conversation and dedicated to doing a reading, counseling, whatever you need. I'm here to help. But I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, when I get a call on Keen, I usually ask people like, what general area, like what state are you in? Because it gives me sort of a directional focus. So if they say I'm in Texas, like, okay, Texas, there you are. Okay, I can find you that way. It's almost like when they locate themselves spiritually by saying where they're at, it almost like spiritually they put a flag up and I can find them. Does that make sense? So by feeling your energy, I can kind of sense where the direction that you're at. And when you say Kentucky, I felt like this, like to the side. And so I thought Tennessee. Yeah. I do too, Rebecca. Thank you for hanging out with me. So love and light, peace. If you know anybody who would like some readings, whatever, I'm mastermichelle.info. Anyway, thanks. It was good hanging out with you. And things are gonna start getting really good after the beginning of the year. I know, like January, it just feels like so much positivity snowballing out there. So be patient. Yeah, be patient. Be patient. Lexi Blank, thanks for the likes, my friend. How you doing? I'm leaning because yeah. What time is it? Ooh, 4:00. I wonder. I should go get a haircut. Have you guys heard the new Tom MacDonald song? Hold on.